Just going for a more normal look today. It's not cool to take a piss in your YouTube video, is it? Disgusting, right? You know what? There's no disgusting. We're so ashamed of our bodies. We're so can't. You go to New York City and you can't piss. But I already did a video about that. Oh, God. You didn't turn it off. Anyhow, notice I didn't flush it, right? What can I tell you today? Why am I making another talking video? Going, you know what? I got no hair, no crazy wig, no makeup, no boxing gloves, no pretend gun under here. Was it pretend? I got no crazy hat on. I'm just here, wearing a tank top. I don't even have the fucking muscles for it, but you know what? You can reject me. You can reject the way I look. You can reject my body. You can reject how much I weigh. What am I talking about? Going outside, I wanted to show you something. Why another talking video? A few reasons. One of them is because they do better. Why do they do better? People, I don't know, maybe my art is boring. Maybe my art's not funny enough. Maybe it's too weird. Oh, Peter made a weird thing, did you see? Weird, the stupid fucking word. But people seem to like videos of me talking. Am I trying to flatter myself when I say that? People seem to like videos of me talking. All right, cut that out. Cut that out already. Let me show you these beautiful plants though. Unbelievable, right? It's like I shouldn't even make a video of myself. I should just make a video of the fucking plants. Here's Bella. Hey, sweetie. Sweetie girl. Come here. That's not a cage. I don't keep my cats in a cage. That's their catio. So they don't kill birds. Wow, this is a boring video. Maybe that's why people like them, because I just degrade myself so much. You're not here in the room, are you? Viewer, are you here with me physically in the room? No? Oh, so you can't tell me how much I suck. You can't degrade me. Lucky for you, all I do in my videos is degrade myself. Maybe that's what you like about it. Isn't that funny? My self-esteem is just so in the fucking toilet that my first 10 guesses as to why people like videos of me talking isn't because they like me. It's because, you know, I make fun of myself and people. What am I talking? Is it because I say, what am I talking about all the time? Is that the reason why? No. Anyhow, you know what I want to talk about? Hey, sorry for making the worst video anybody's ever seen, by the way. 300 subscribers on this YouTube channel, Peter Litvin Capers. I don't have the exact date around when that started, but I'm pretty sure that was in my Stockholm Street apartment, which would have been around the time when Instruments of Pain came out, which would have been about 2019. I don't make a YouTube channel so I could get a bunch of subscribers. I was gonna say billion and bunch. I make it so that I can have my dumb content and you can hang out with me and watch my stupid shit. And obviously, you know, why do you do the things? We always come back to the truth, at least I do, which is that you do things because you like them. But why do you do that? Why? Yeah, but why do you? Because you like it. You do things because you fucking like them. Yeah, you work because you gotta get the money. Yeah, you go on dates and try to have your body look good so you can get a girlfriend or at least get laid. But at the end of the day, it's all because you like stuff. What am I? Oh, you didn't see what I was doing. I was putting these cards back. Night of the Living Dead. Dick Tracy. What are these? Mark gave me most of these. All My Children. Harry and the Hendersons. Wow, wasn't that thrilling? Wasn't that fascinating? Anyhow, I made a video when I was about 200 subscribers. Wow, this video sucks, I'm sorry. Maybe I need to put a wacky outfit on just so I can be funny for you. Maybe I need a wig and a makeup look. Maybe that's what brings out my zany. I'm just being a normal chill dude today, you know? Just kidding, I'm not. Anyhow, I guess I just wanted to say 300 subscribers, big deal for me. I'm excited. And of course, thank you. And I know people find my channel inconsistent, okay? And I'm embarrassed, truly, that this is now a video where I'm talking about my channel, okay? But let me just say, people don't like the inconsistencies. Yeah, you got like a video of like Yogurt Belly dancing around and acting crazy with all these cool colors and music, and then you post a video of your cats, and it's a video of you talking, but then it's a music video. I'm sorry, that's not one person, in case you think that's you. That's many people have shared that with me. And it's the same with social media. And they're like, but it's the reason you're not popular. And I'm like, that's fine. You know what? Fuck it. I don't do things to fucking be popular. You know why? Because I have already accepted the fucking inherent level of rejection that's just commonplace in my life. In most of my relationships and most of my interactions with society, the common thread, these Teletubbies in the background, the common thread is rejection. That's the common thing. It's, I don't accept you, I reject you, I don't approve of you, I disapprove of you. These are heavy topics. This is stuff I talk about at therapy. In fact, I just got done talking about it at therapy. And it's kind of fascinating if you were to actually take it under like a psychology magnifying glass. But in reality, it's just fucked up, and it's all just a result of mainly childhood bullying and like fears that your parents instill into you. Let me fart. Wow. What does that say? I was trying to talk about my YouTube channel. I ended up talking about childhood fears and rejection. Hey, that's where I'm at right now. I feel so rejected. You know that little whiny bitch thing that people like to say that every artist feels, which is, man, more people should like my stuff. Not enough people like my stuff. Yeah, I feel it, obviously. Speaking of, here's something interesting. Maybe this video will actually get good here. What am I talking about? Just kidding. Is that my new thing? It used to be Burger King boy, just trying out some new looks. And then it was hair flip, hair flip, hair flip. Now it's, what am I talking about? Fuck's sake. Well, you know what? Now that I've identified the problem, I can work towards correcting it. Truly now, what am I talking about? Here's what I wanted to say. Oh my God, did it leave me? Did it leave me? Please don't let it have left me. I can't think on the spot. Oh, I know what it was. I was thinking about this. You think about people want a career in showbiz. You want a career in entertainment. You want to be a rock star. You want to be a musician. You want to be a music artist. You want to compose music for video games. You want to compose music for films. You want to be a full-time studio session musician. You want to be a famous guitar player. You want to be a singer. You want to be an actor. You want to be a producer, a director. Any of the actual jobs that people aspire to be. Nobody grows up saying, I want to be a best boy grip. Oh, a hummingbird. Is it a drone? It's not a joke. They have that now. Hummingbird drones, amazing. Sounds so science fiction, but it's real. Right? Didn't I read that it was real? Were you reading the far right news? No, come on, man. I look at them all. Yes, I look at the far right news. I also look at Huffington Post until it kicks me off the site because you don't pay. Fucking stupid. Pisses me off. They're making enough money tracking you. Anyhow, no kid grows up saying, yeah, I want to be a line producer. No kid grows up, I want to be a B camera operator. I want to be a set dresser. I want to be, maybe some kids do think that. I want to be a location scout. Those are things you end up doing because you find out you can make money doing them, and the job being Mr. Famous director and or producer, filmmaker, whatever, wasn't available for you at the time. So you took the other gig as the costumer. Yeah, I'm looking at this little screen. I'm just feeling fat as fuck, and my skin is fucked up. It's all red right now. Shut up. Just quit with the fucking negativity, you fucking baby. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. And Annette Bening, right? Heavy moment, but very astute from American Beauty when she starts crying, then she's slapping herself. She's like, shut up, you fucking baby. You shut your fucking mouth. I'm paraphrasing, but that's an intense moment. I feel that. I feel that a lot. I don't slap myself. I'll be honest, if I'm drunk, I might do something like that. But I haven't been drunk in a long time. I think 651 days of cleanliness and sobriety today. That's so good. I'm so happy. Shut the fuck up, all right? I did it because it was making me unhappy. That's the truth. All right, anyhow, back to didn't want to be a best boy grip or an electrician. You know, you think about the idea of like making art, okay? You want to make, whether you want to make music, movies, visual art, painting, sculpture, you want to write, whatever it is, you want to go into the arts, and you think that you hear like, wow, look at that rock star and how they live. Like they have a fucking pretty good paycheck coming their way. Some of them like outrageously good. They're fucking multimillionaires. Probably a billionaire or two in there. I'm not sure. But you see it and you're like, wow, well, if they could do that, I could definitely scrape by. I could definitely get by, right? Like, Jesus, I'm as good as that. Well, you know, there's factors that we're not going to fully explore here. Like they had the luck. They had the talent in most cases, but they also had the luck and they had the connections. In a lot of cases, they're born to somebody who has like showbiz connections and has enough money to like set them up to where they can really launch off like a fucking rocket right from the get-go rather than struggle for years. And there's this other factor of like just the era, you know. I don't know if I could really say anything intelligent about the 70s or the 80s because I wasn't born during the 70s and I was a child during the 80s. But I'm going to go ahead and assume like I knew in the 90s, and I feel like I did talk about this already, but I knew people in the 90s who had record deals. Not when during the 90s because I was a kid, but like I've known enough people who had record deals in the 90s. And it wasn't like the dream come true where you're making tons of money, but it's still cool you had a label supporting you and putting your shit out. They were giving you money, they were putting you on tour. You know how fucking amazing that would be? You know what I would have done for that? Don't ask how many dicks I would have sucked to fucking get a deal with the label, because I probably would have done it. Never sucked a dick yet. Tag on yet, like I'm gonna suck one. Look, if you haven't sucked one by age 36, you ain't gonna suck one. And that suits me fine, because I don't want to suck a dick. Sucking on a dick almost every day. Kubert, you watching this? I know you like that song. Oh, I've isolated everyone else now with an inside joke. Forgive me. So I guess here's what I wanted. This point is so long and drawn out, but it's just funny. I'm thinking of Part of the Family, for instance, again, which cost, I'd have to look down, but it was somewhere between $3,500 and $4,500, okay? What did I get for it? No money. So just that money, gone. Not just gone into thin air, but gone into the actors' pockets and the costumer people who made the fucking props and a bunch of other shit and the food. But still, the money's gone. It's like if you had it, now it's gone, right? And what did you get? Did a lot of people see it? Not really. It's got like 300 views or something, and what is today? Came out on Friday, I think. So, well, to be fair, we're not even a week out yet, but in the world of YouTube and in the world of like successes measured outwardly by other people's accomplishments on their videos, this location is starting to suck. 300 views is a fucking joke. Like an actual certifiable fucking stupid ass joke. Like, whoa, look at all this shit. Oops. Look at all this shit that showed up here. These are, happened here. These are cases for the trading cards for a 68 kill set that's coming out soon. All right. And what was my point? This is the problem. You walk around, you completely lose your perspective. That's why I try to stay in the house. Okay, what did I get for Part of the Family? What did I get for the time, effort? I just made a video where I was like, yeehaw, and I had my fucking, Utah. You can leave the packages here. Nobody's stealing that. Amazing. Fuck it, I'll bring them in, okay? Anyhow, I made a video already where I said, was Part of the Family worth it and all this? And that's, whatever. That's not what I'm getting at now. What I'm now getting at is that I'm going to be Damn, this is harder than it looks to hold on to this fucking stick. What I'm going to be doing now with my record, you know, I'm gonna have Mixer Man, just talk to him, I'm pleased to say. I was a little paranoid that he wouldn't mix it. But he's gonna mix my record, okay? That's exciting. You know what else it is? Fucking expensive, okay? And talk about money you don't get back. Well, that's kind of my point here. And then I'm gonna have it mastered by, this is all assuming, you know, the world doesn't blow up and nothing happens to me. I'm gonna have Joe Lambert master it. And then I'm gonna have vinyl pressed. I don't even wanna think about the actual numbers, but if you made me, like if you wanna talk about what the cost on that is gonna be, probably almost $15,000. Whoa, that's crazy. Why don't you mix it yourself? Why don't you master it yourself? Why don't you not press vinyl records, right? Or why don't you press the vinyl record yourself? Yeah, because I have a fucking vinyl pressing plant in my fucking closet. Again, those are things I'm not going to address. That's the same thing as, why don't you get actors to act for free? Why don't you just not pay anybody? It's the same thing. But what I'm getting at here, this long drawn out point that should have taken about a minute and ended up taking 5 or 6, live from the bathtub, I'm going to go back to the bathtub for a minute, is that I'm just kind of flabbergasted at the idea of how little you get back from your art, okay? And that's not a specific complaint because, as you know, I think, like, if somebody likes my shit, like Khaled Gafir texted me some lyrics to one of my songs the other day. The song was Hello, off of Teleportation, my B-Sides record. No one's ever said anything about that song to me before. And I didn't just post it. He, of his own volition, went and listened to it and texted me about it. And I was just like, wow, this is fucking amazing. It's amazing that I'm so flattered and honored that he listened. And if I sound like I'm being facetious, I'm really not. Like, that's why when a fan ends up hating me for some reason, this is a new thing in my life, people hating me. It happens all the fucking time. When a fan ends up hating me, it's the worst thing ever. A fan. You know why? Because I don't fucking have many, you know? So if one hates me, it's terrible because I'm just so honored that they actually like my shit. So anyhow, this to wrap this point up, I'm just like, wow. It's so fucking... Do I make a living in music? Yes, I do, but it's not from my personal music. It's not from Dreamland Magic Spells and Zombie Movie and Guns Up and Instruments of Pain and Teleportation and School and Love Spectacle and Gypsy Kiss and Corpse Smoke. That stuff has only ever cost me money, with the exception of a couple shows I did where I made some decent money. For a live show, pretty good actually. But it's just cost me money, right? And can I just record these songs, do it all myself, then put on SoundCloud and it costs $0? Yeah, I could. But you know, I've got that problem of artistic integrity, and I tend to not be that. I'm not a perfectionist, but like James Murphy once said, I just tend not to want to compromise very many things. So as such, it's still amazing to me. Like I have hope. I'm holding out a little bit of hope that one day maybe I'll make my money back. Can you imagine, like, my new album, It's All Ending, it comes out. Can you imagine if I actually, like, broke even? That'd be amazing. That'd be just the coolest thing ever. But I guess, and I shouldn't even call it a point because it's just been some kind of, like, musing, a little intellectual musing of mine I've been doing on my own, because I'm coming to the point where I'm about to pull the trigger on these things. The mass mixing, the mastering, the vinyl pressing, the promotion. And I guess I'm just kind of, like, astounded, you know? Like, you hate to call it something that it's not. They're passion projects. What is a passion project? Can you describe it to me? Yeah, it's a thing that nobody fucking pays you for, that you spend your own money on in most cases, and you better fucking believe you spend your own time on. So I guess, you know, what's it? I can't fucking talk anymore. What's at the core of what I'm saying here? Yeah, part of it is I'm saying, well, I wish I could be signed to a label. Well, let me do it without degrading myself. I wish I could be signed to a label in the 90s. I don't even know how great it would be now. I wish I had 100,000 or even 10,000 followers. I wish I had more than 26 monthly listeners on Spotify. And before somebody thinks like, wow, he's not grateful, or he should be happy you have the 26 listeners. Fuck you. I hope you know that I can't even tell you how much those 26 monthly listeners, I don't even know what the fuck that means, to be honest, but I can't tell you how much that means to me. It's beyond words. Or that somebody cares about Hectic Knife or cares about this thing or that thing. But yeah, I think the goddamn content is, and this is so common with artists though, you know, it's like you think it's good enough that it should have more, you should have more people paying attention to it. More people should know about it. To the extent that imagine if I could, you know, I've never made a living as an artist, and it's a very sore topic for me. Can you tell? Can you tell? It's a very sore topic. It's something that I fucking struggled with. And you know why? Because it's probably what I want more than anything. And I can't have it. Or there's some like underlying fear that's kind of guiding my life decisions, that's directing me in such a way that I just don't have it. Wonder what you mean by that. All right, how about a fucking example? Like doing live shows. I've always, like, I would start doing live shows and ultimately I'd always stop. Oh, not enough people came to the show. Oh, it's too hard to get people to go to the show. Oh, it's stupid to hire a band and spend all this money just to get people to play like a guitar, bass, keyboard, drums, vocals version of my studio masterpiece that was 100 tracks. Oh, the show is too much work. Oh, it's such a pain in the ass. You got to sit around all night. It takes up so much time. And so I've always found a reason to stop doing shows. By the way, a part of me has always really liked them, but that's just to illustrate to you that maybe there's something kind of navigating that realm for me. Perhaps not in the most efficient way. But yeah, I wish magically I could be a really, you know what, not even a really popular music artist. Filmmaker, you know, my shit's pretty weird, okay? So I'm not, it's for a very specific group of people. Not group, but it's, you know, for weirdos. It's for people who can unabashedly embrace the weird material and not get offended by it or be off-put by it or feel isolated or ostracized by it in a way, like feel separated from it, like left out of the jokes. Sorry, that's not your fault, whoever that is. That's me. It's just my shit is, you know, tends to be weird and wacky and makes people have told me like your shit makes me uncomfortable. Menace, you watching? He told me that once. He was like, your shit always like makes me feel uncomfortable, like your weird content. Which fine, makes sense. Anyhow, with my music though, yes, there's some exceptions. You've got your Corpse Smokes, you've got your more outlandish stuff, but I've got a lot of, at my core, I'm basically like a pop music artist. Dreamland Magic Spells is an experimental pop record. Love Spectacle and School are basically rock pop records. My new one is as fucking poppy as I've ever gotten. And when we say, I'm saying poppy, I guess in a different sense. Certainly not like Poppy the music artist, but like poppy in terms of it's like commercial feeling. It doesn't mean it sounds anything like what's popular now. It doesn't sound like fucking Billie Eilish. Oh, you fucking idiots. 2021, nobody even talks about Billie Eilish. I know, I'm just thinking of the last time I heard anybody talk about popular music artists, and it was Imagine Dragons and Billie Eilish and 21 Pilots. All who I've listened to, by the way, and I think they're all some of the worst shit I've ever heard. Although, you know, Billie Eilish has a few songs where I'm like, all right, this is fine. And I don't like hate pop music, by the way. Sometimes things come out. Slide Away by Miley Cyrus. Slide Away is one of the best things that's ever come out on the radio. It's a fucking beautiful song. Yeah, you'll go listen to it and be like, yo, huh? But it's fucking good. That shit is so good. I like 212 by Azalea Banks, which was a huge hit. I like all kinds of pop music from all kinds of eras. I guess I'm just saying this to say I don't hate pop music. In fact, from different eras, I fucking love pop music. But you're trying to put on some fucking Ed Sheeran? Huh? Fuck that. No fucking way. You're trying to put on Taylor Swift? 21 Pilots? Yeah, I know. It's better than a lot of things, okay? Does that make you want to read a book? You ever read the back of a book and the top bit of praise is better than a lot of things? Only as a joke. Is that Mr. Show? Somebody has a joke quote like that where it's like better than some things. And that context is funny. It would make me like it, but no. We don't ever intentionally fucking read. I mean, nobody reads anyway, but I'll include it. I fucking read. I read like a little bitch. I'm reading like a little fucking asshole. I'm reading like a goddamn idiot over here. All right. Well, I'm proud of reading. But my point here is nobody ever intentionally reads mediocre books. Nobody ever intentionally listens to mediocre music or watches mediocre movies. Oh, but I can think of an exception to it, and now I'm gonna... Yeah, okay, think of your exception, okay? I don't fucking operate with exceptions, and neither should you. In fact, nobody should operate from exceptions, okay? Go by the fucking rules. If you go by the rules, stay inside the fucking boundaries of reality, and if you have some idea that's sheer genius, that miraculously hasn't been done because everything's been fucking done. And that's like a long time ago, everything's been done. And if you got the balls and the talent and you do it at the right time, maybe you'll be the exception. I'm thinking of this idea of how people perceive reality. Like YouTubers, like, oh, this normal guy this totally normal guy has a YouTube channel and he got 1,700,000 and billion followers and I can do the same thing. He's just a guy. And so you have all these fucking kids like, oh, I'm gonna make a YouTube channel and be a star. Again, this is a topic that's been so fucking done to death that it's not even worth exploring, but people tend to think of those rare exceptions as something that's totally repeatable and is not a fluke that they can replicate in their lives like that with the resources available to them. That's fucking amazing. I'm amazed that anybody ever thinks like that. It's like, what is my joke? I used to do to Menace. I did it to The Bat too. My joke was when people are like looking for a job, after I'm done, like, Burger King's hiring, I'm always, one of my classic jokes is like, well, what about, why don't you start building commercial airliners? Why don't you give Boeing, go give Boeing give Boeing a run for their money? What about, I don't know, you think that makes sense? Can you do that? What about, what about the New York City subway lines? BMT, right? The MT, or MTA now as it's known. Why don't you start building your own subway tunnel? Why don't you give the MTA... God, I do this angle the whole time. It's because I feel like I look better from here. I'm self-judging. Hair flip, touching myself, feeling uncomfortable. I need a fucking haircut. Anyhow, yeah, why don't you build a subway? Oh, you're out of a job? What about building a subway line? You thought about it? Give the MTA a run for their money. Build a subway line. Again, they're completely ludicrous concepts, and when I unload those jokes on people, sometimes they're like, is he being an asshole or is he serious? I'm obviously not. My mom sometimes thinks like that, though. She'll give you a suggestion that's like, why don't you start building commercial airliners? I think to her that might be realistic. And no judgment, Mom. I'm not judging here. She seems to be unencumbered by the rules and boundaries of what it typically takes to enact something when it comes to, let's say, the creation of commercial airliners or... You know that idea? I think also what it is, she's got this like anything's possible belief, which is kind of funny that they fucking drill that into your head at school, and it's like, motherfucker, get real. Anything is not possible. You might as well just consider that we live in some version of like an Indian social caste system. And that depending on where you were born, how much money your parents had, how much of it they let you have, and how your fucking brain works, and what kind of luck you had, and what connections you were afforded or were close to. Like, these are the things that actually fucking determine what you can and can't do. Not, you can be anything, anything's possible. And we all know it's fucking stupid, you can be an astronaut. They have that jokey, inverted, motivational poster that's a picture of like French fries, right? And it says, not everybody can be an astronaut. Bless the heart of whatever fucking genius came up with those, by the way. Those are funny. I don't own any. I've never bought one. I'm not probably never going to buy one, but in terms of like jokes that are on a wall, like in a break room, fuck yeah. I mean, that's funny. I used to work at Kroger and they had one of those in the break room, and I was like, I liked it a lot, and I was like, is this meant to like insult its own employees? Because if so, that's brilliant. Or even funnier yet, did some fucking numbskull in management or HR, whatever department buys motivational posters for the lunchroom, did they buy it and not understand it? That's my closing joke. This video is 30 minutes long. It's going to be called Me Talking for 30 Minutes. Too long. Too long for anybody to actually watch. Unless you actually like it. Should I repeat my thing I always say? People seem to like videos of me talking. Well, whether or not I should, I did. I did repeat it. Let's see if you like me talking for 30 minutes, motherfucker, because that's what just happened. I'm gonna do it again. Maybe I won't make music anymore. Maybe I'll just talk about French fries and motivational posters and cut.